So you've decided you're finally taking that step to do that yoga training, exploring your passions a little deeper. You might be going away for a while, and in this video, I'll pick out the absolute essentials that have helped me in more than 20 years of going to yoga and meditation workshops, retreats, and trainings. Because whether it's somewhere local or exotic, it's a little different than packing for a holiday, as ultimately, this is a learning experience. Even if it's a yoga retreat and you're taking a little time out to relax, you still want to get the most out of this time, and these are the essentials that will help enhance your experience. I'll leave links to everything in the description below, and stick around to the end because I've got something that can help you clear the energy in any hotel room, helping you ground and land in that new space a little better. First up, clothes. You're not going to need much more than yoga clothes really if we're talking about essentials. I always pack a minimum of 3 sets so you have time to wash and dry them in between wearing. Beyond that, it's up to you what else you want to bring. I find black or dark colors the best because you can easily keep it casual or dress it up. When it comes to yoga mats, it's personal preference whether you want to bring yours or use what the retreat provides, and most retreat spaces provide mats. I used to lug my heavy MANDUKA mats halfway across the world. I've made a bunch of reviews of my fave MANDUKAs from pro to light to travel. I'll link to them below too so you can watch them later, including a discount code especially for those in Europe. These days, I just bring a yoga mat towel, so it's at least a barrier between me and whatever mat I'm practicing on. Mat towels are light and can serve multiple functions from blanket to bath towel too. Whatever yoga training you're on, there's going to be a mix of practice time as well as learning time. You're going to be sitting, taking notes for a long time, so a blanket, scarf, or sarong in the tropics can be useful to keep warm. It's also great in meditation or savasana. All of your clothes can be packed in packing cubes. I've talked about these in previous travel packing videos. I'll link below if you want to watch them out after watching this. I love these compression cubes by Peak Design in 2 sizes. They have separate compartments you can put your dirty clothes in, keeping everything neat and organized in a small travel carry-on. I used to bring all the books, notebooks, journals, but these days I just carry one thing, my iPad Pro. Digital books and notebooks have transformed my life. I have the GoodNotes app with multiple notebooks, journals, and life planner in it, so I basically save space and weight. If you're on a training, you might have a few different books from your teacher's reading list, and instead of lugging these heavy yoga textbooks, I just buy the Kindle version and access it through the Kindle app on my iPad. You can make highlights and notes that sync up with your good books or reader apps so you can easily find the info later because everything is searchable. I know it's a big investment up front, but when I can condense 5 to 10 different books and notebooks into one device and then easily search for notes later, it really is life-changing. If you're finding some of these essentials useful so far, you might also enjoy my monthly email. I send out 5 good things to help you live a little more mindfully. It's my musings and attempts on how we bring our yoga and meditation practices off the mat and into regular life. I'll link to it below. If you're at a workshop or training, you might be breaking down yoga poses and learning to adjust students in poses. So taking photos or videos, if your teacher allows it, is an invaluable part of the learning process. It's also much easier than trying to write it all down when you just see it in front of you. So another thing you definitely want to bring is a camera. Nothing special, the one on your phone works. For more dynamic styles of training, like for Ashtanga, Vinyasa, or Power Yoga, you're going to be pretty active for many hours of the day and your body might get really sore. It's a great idea to bring recovery tools. I have a whole stash, but the travel essential is this double massage ball roller. It's tiny, packable, and great for the shoulders, back, and even under the feet. Check with your healthcare provider because everyone's health needs are different, but for me, definitely magnesium supplements are another important recovery tool. Or you could bring Epsom salts if you know you have a bathtub and can give your muscles a nice, relaxing soak. If you've seen my other travel packing videos, you would have seen this one already. A water bottle is always a must. Gotta stay hydrated. I always bring my own as well as a thermos. And this is great for coffee or herbal teas. Whether you're traveling or sitting down in a class all day, it's great to have something warm and comforting to drink. If you're watching this and you're a yogi, then you're probably quite specific about your food. Or maybe you have allergies. Either way, it's always best to bring your own food on the go so you know exactly what's in what you're eating. I also like bringing my own snacks rather than overpaying for expensive airport food that's generally really unhealthy too. So I always bring a lunchbox when traveling to squirrel away my healthy snacks, but not just any lunchbox. This one by Stojo collapses down when empty, so it also saves space. Then I also got their matching collapsible mug. Depending where you're going, not everywhere is going to provide you a glass or a cup in your room. I use this for my morning green juice multivitamin by AG1 and herbal teas at night. Always handy when you buy drinks on the go and don't want to use disposable cups. You're going to be barefoot most of the day if it's a yoga or meditation training, but don't forget about footwear. I always bring a pair of flip-flops. If you're sharing a bathroom, you don't want to touch the icky wet floors with bare feet. Also, a pair of open sandals like Birkenstocks and a pair of trainers like these Nike Frees, because they're super light, flexible, can be used for multiple things like workouts, hiking, because it's not yoga all day, every day, right? And it can even be worn for a low-key night out. When it comes to toiletries, as many dry bars I can bring, the better. You save space, you can bring them as carry-on in the cabin, and I've just had too many instances of pastes and creams leaking when you bring them as carry-on, and the pressure in the cabin makes things ooze out and get messy. I've talked about these before. They are essential. Shampoo, conditioner, body, and face scrub bars by Ethique. Toothpaste tablets are great too. Chew one tab. It doesn't really foam up like regular toothpaste, so it takes some getting used to, but it does the job. Whenever I arrive at a new place, I love clearing out the old energy and bringing in fresh energy, and these 10-minute incense sticks by Hibby are great for that. They're made like matchsticks, but they burn like incense. Comes with their own burning mat, so it's perfect for travel. Leave your windows open so you don't set off the sprinkler system in your room. My whole room smells like sandalwood now, and it helps me settle into the space a little more comfortably. So now you've got all the essentials you might need for your training or retreat, but what can you expect from the training itself? This video here might give you some ideas. It's a day in the life of a silent retreat I attended, and every retreat runs a little different depending on the focus or theme, but this might still give you an idea of what to expect on your upcoming training.